The mixed team relay is so many people's favourite form of triathlon, so if you're amongst them, stand by for the second and final such event of the World Championship season. It'll be fast, frenetic, and most of all, fun. And on a very, very fast course, drama guaranteed. The World Mixed Team Relay Championships coming up. Well, here is the full start list. We've got 20 nations competing here. Germany, as we mentioned, going for a third win on the spin. But it looks pretty open. It always is, because it's such an unpredictable event. A lot of people will have their own fancies, including New Zealand, who, they've kind of punched above their weight, generally speaking. And so have the Swiss, actually, as well. They actually won the first two World Championships in 2009 and 2010. And got a shock silver here a year ago with Alyssa Koenig on the first leg.
And there's France as well, number 11. So they haven't done many mixed team relays over the past couple of years, so it's exciting to see them back. They were fourth at the Paris Olympics, but that was with a crash, so they were looking forward to getting back out there. And yeah, they're fielding a fantastic team.
The 2025 World Championship for the mixed team relays underway in Hamburg. It's tough to call, and it's full gas from the start.
You've got Jolien Vermeulen, Marta Kropko as well, two swimmers who you'd expect to be quite high up there.
No surprise Lopez is out first for Brazil. The Belgians coming out in second place. Good swim that from Vermeulen. No surprise after her heroics yesterday, finishing fourth. Lisa Tersch will always battle. That's the additional thing here. They've got to go up those steps.
So Vermeulen at the front pushing on. We can see just the damage she's doing here. They're all really strung out. There's Rosa De Pia. She's trying to pull her way back up to that pack.
This is a real statement of intent from the Belgian.
And she had that fourth place yesterday, which was a massive improvement in performance. She's had a top 10 before in Hamburg, and she said that she would be happy with another top 10 yesterday, but she absolutely smashed it, getting fourth position. Tersch from Vermeulen right at the front.
What's Tersch's transition like? Pretty good. She's away, the German, carrying the home nation's hopes. Vermeulen out front.
And Leonie Perriot just moving through that field.
There are some stellar runners in this first leg, aren't there?
Oh, yeah.
Potter and Tersch and Perriot.
Well, two at the podium from yesterday.
So first lap down. Just under 1,000 metres to go before they tag their next teammate. Vermeulen and Perriot. So Belgium and France. Lisa Tersch putting a sprint in. She's got ahead of Potter now for Germany, ahead of Great Britain. But it's Belgium who tag first. French right behind. Lasse Priester ready for Germany, and then Great Britain in the shape of young Michael Gar, that you may not be too familiar with. Young athlete.
Yeah, the strength Gar has, he's a good swimmer, so I assume he's going to be able to close down a gap. He might be able to even swim up to those athletes in front.
So already, even early on the second leg, the field is split asunder.
Chase McQueen brought up the Team USA from 10 seconds down to the front of the pack there. What a swim from McQueen.
Germany, remember, looking for a hat-trick of wins. The Americans, the British and the Belgians. And a little further back, that chasing group of four, Mexico, Canada, Spain and Australia. So we've got six in the front, and they may have cut this a bit, you know. See what the gap is now. Is it less than 15 seconds just?
And everyone's back together.
So now we have a very large leading group. Going to start this run pretty much together. Priester, just a little bit of an issue on one of his shoes, but he's okay. Look at Vilassa, having done so much work on the bike, he's now out front on the run.
Yannis Sagan as well, just dropped off the back for France. He's going to really have to work hard to get up to the back of that second group.
Priester and Vilassa, Germany and Portugal have got a little bit of a gap here. Back to Cantero, the first two are away. There's the Spanish tag. It's a really good run that from Michael Gar, the youngster. Spectacular dives as ever into the Ulster.
I think we'd expect to see Olivia Matthias as well, moving her way up.
Die dritte Runde, die dran ist, schon oben die Pause.
So Matthias is out first for Great Britain. Great swim from her.
Jeffcoat, good swim from Jeffcoat. We've got Fanny Zalai as well in here, who's still a junior from Hungary. She's actually got 2 more years left as a junior. She's already got a medal at World Junior Championship, so Team Hungary really putting in a young athlete today, but a very talented athlete. Tanja Neubert, back in Abu Dhabi, she was such a key player in this German team. She went into the water last when she took her leg, and she put Henry Graf, she handed over to Henry Graf with a lead. We know Cassandra Beaugrand is in that second group.
Yeah, with her run power, I don't think she's going to mind too much about a 6-second deficit, which may well come down anyway.
Yeah, just got closed down.
Yeah. All steady there, Tanja Neubert just about has her bike back under control. That was an awkward moment for a minute.
Beaugrand was last in after all that positioning.
Surprised about that,
yeah,
actually.
she couldn't see where her bike was then. It's not normal for her to be so far down the transition area.
Matthias away for Great Britain. There goes Cassandra, but she's giving a lot of ground to those ahead of her here.
There's Beaugrand working her way through the group. Fanny Zalai from Hungary just trying to tuck onto her shoulder as she goes forward.
The brilliance of Beaugrand, last out of transition, and in just one lap, and it's only 800 metres, remember, she's at the head of affairs and going away from the rest of the field. With the advantage that Beaugrand is going to give him. Now, I think it's try and get out front and stay there. Connor Bentley is tagged second for Great Britain, Graf for Germany behind, then Reed USA, then the Swiss, and the Germans with a little bit of work to do in third place currently. If they're going to make it 3 wins on the bounce.
Yeah, I think that Graf, Bentley, they're such strong swimmers, both of them. They might be able to get back to Konix if they work together.
And here comes Hauser. What about that for a dive?
20 seconds.
We know how good his swim is.
But this is what the German crowd want to see. They want to see a German leading out. And here he comes. There's a hear the noise of this crowd. Good swim from Bentley to get into second position. Vesterman's right there too. Matt Hauser, 5th position out of the water.
That is fantastic, isn't it? Brilliant from Hauser. So he's made up about 13 seconds in the water, Hauser, on that swim. Look at this. Hauser, from being 20 seconds back, right in the mix, Australia.
If the front group sit up, they're looking around a little bit, then they've got a chance. But if that front group get working smoothly, they're working hard, it's going to be really hard for this pair to close it on their own.
And these 5, they're going to have to sort it out between them.
Lehman's left Reed behind. I'm not sure if anything's happened to Reed, but he's lost the wheel of Songa Lehman. They were working well together. Oh, unless he got a flat, he's really tentative around that corner.
Who is going to prove the stronger over 1,750 metres? That was Bentley, but Hauser's already away with Vesterman. And Konix at the front straight away. This was the duel I suspected, unless something dramatic happens, unless someone else has got some plans, this may be a duel for the ages here. Graf has done well to get into third place here, ahead of Vesterman and Bentley. So these two will take the belt, 2 of the titans of men's triathlon, going to decide this mixed team relay world championship unless Graf can produce something absolutely astonishing. Graf is trying to get Germany back in this. He is getting back to them. They're chasing a 3rd straight title, remember. Who would have thought this? Astonishing from the German. Surely he can't win this. He's still got a bit of a gap. Hauser's gone. Hauser has gone. And he's laid it down to Dorian Konix. I don't think Graf can give much more. It's been heroic from him so far. But Matt Hauser, just as he did yesterday in the individual race, has thrown down the gauntlet, and Hauser comes home to win the World Mixed Team Relay for Australia. The first time for 8 years we've seen the green and gold over the line for gold. That's what's happened here in 2025. Konix home, silver for the French. And it will be a gallant bronze for Henry Graf in Germany.
Team Australia, world champion, Sophie Lynn back for the first time in some time. You're obviously what the team have been missing. Oh, no, I can't say that. You know, it's always a team effort, but it's so great to be back out here and to finish with a win. You know, you can't ask for more.
Totally. You had the task of setting things up. How was it out there for you?
Very nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie. You know, you always want to start things off well, but I knew I had a fantastic team behind me. So as long as, you know, we just had to stay in contact all day, that we were going to be great once we handed off to Hauser.
Luke, stay in contact you did. Yeah, just take us through your leg there.
Yeah, like just off the back, I was like, man, I got to push right now. Like, you know, they're up the road, the race is getting away. And then fortunately, Vasco came past like a bit of a rocket and we all came together and, you know, just flat out for 1,600 metres to give Emma the best chance to be at the front, and that she did.
Yeah, well, Emma, that was a typically astute swim out there, flying, and then, yeah, kind of keeping in touch and keeping cool when kind of the inevitable Cassandra came flying past as well.
Yeah, I knew Cass was going to come through fast on that run, so I just wanted to try and hang in as long as I could. I knew we had Matt anchoring, so I was pretty confident, but yeah, I was really happy with the leg I put together to hand over to Matt.
And talking of swims, I mean, what happened out there? That was absolutely ridiculous.
It's just go from the start, and when you got you know, these guys behind your back, it's it makes you feel even more stronger. And yeah, Team Oz back on top of the podium, first time since 2017, and our second world champs. So you can't wipe the smile off my face. We set ourselves the goal before the race to get top 5, and when I found myself in that position going onto the run, I was pinching myself. I was like, let's go. You know, I always back myself, and I knew I had it in me, and thankfully Dorian led me into the finishing straight nice and strongly, and I was able to finish it off.
I think when you've got Matt Hauser in the team, you know, but Luke Willian as well has had a fantastic year last year and this year. Jeff Coates coming back into form. Sophie Lynn we haven't seen, but we know she's good over those short, punchy distances, but maybe a little bit overlooked because they just haven't performed over the last few years. But they are back on top of the podium, and no one's going to doubt them again.
Australia, France and Germany on the podium. Great Britain in the end finishing 4th. Connor Bentley got the better of Vesterman. Hungarians with a very solid 6th. Canada in the top 10 along with the US. Canada beating the US. That doesn't happen very often in this sport. New Zealand just a little bit behind. Portugal finishing 11th. Belgium, as we've heard, with a kind of experimental team. And Denmark, Mexico and Ireland in the end all lapped out.
I mean, it's always good to win a race, but it's even better to win a race in Hamburg where you get the beer shower.
You get a little bit to drink and a lot to throw. And at least it's a little warmer than it was yesterday when they were freezing on the podium.
Henry Graf using his height there to make sure he soaked everybody.
Yes, and Cassandra Bogon just sneaked off the podium and round the side so she wouldn't get drenched. Very clever.
Es war wieder wunderbar mit euch. Der schönste Triathlon der Welt. We say thank you to all the spectators.